action RPG game that mixes card-playing strategy concepts with a simplistic basic style of combat. It's pretty fun in the first video. We are just going to continue on from where we left off.
It has been some time since you last sat at the table. Let us begin again. Do you have what it takes to defeat the rats?
Continuing with the story. This is where we left off. We completed this first row here. We had beaten the Jack of Dust. We had beaten Jack of Skulls, in addition to Man of Dust. Now we are moving on to Jack of Plague. Here are the rules. The player loses 5 gold for every fail, and 10 for every huge failure. The challenges, there will be 3 ratman huntings on there, and there will be 3 angry mobs as well.
Ah, the rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity and now squat amongst your cities and feast and shriek and hunt and writhe.
We're good. We always go with the default setting, that way I can be kind of surprised by what comes out of it.
Our Lord of Plague does like to rub your nose in misfortune.
Setting it up. Alright, another singular path here. Looks like we're going here. Mr. Lionel. Our old creepy bud. Basically, we're eating a meal. He comes up. He wants some stuff from us. We've got 10 gold, 19 food, and 100 health. He says the usual. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with a wizarding wand of my own creation. Usual options. Give him the bread for your plate. Ask him what he needs. Ignore the goblin. We've never ignored him. I feel like that wouldn't... we'll try it. Why not? You ignore the goblin. Seemingly unfazed, the goblin remains seated, smiling gently at you. Then before you can stop him, with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out of the tavern door. Nothing crazy. To the Twisted Canyon. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. We're going down. Alright.
Choose from these options.
Let's make our way down to the bottom with our success. Again, you can see where the cards go if you keep a really good eye on them. We got our mace.
Really? Is that what you're going to do? It amuses me to watch them theorize, to attempt to discern the very likeness of the gods down to their toes.
The helpful priest Robin Hood. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. I'll take a blessing any day. It's still early on. I've got about 17 food. Hopefully this doesn't put us in a bad place later. We'll try to watch that huge success. Yep, right there. 2 blessing cards. He speaks the language of the old religion for several minutes and then gently touches your forehead. It is done. First blessing, arcane knowledge.
Useful.
Whenever the player uses an artifact, there's a 30% chance of immediately reducing the cooldown by 80%. Critical strike. The player inflicts triple damage.
Powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
The player inflicts triple damage against foes who are stunned. And forced escape.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
Your path forwards will take you into the forest. Embark upon the next leg of your adventure.
Each of these cards is crafted from your memories and built from your experience. I created them, but only in the abstract. It is the importance you place on them that makes them real.
Alright, so it looks like this is going to be one of the opportunities we have where we have multiple options as far as directions go. The Maiden.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
One day in the Shady Forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. Your thoughts turn to Mr. Lionel, and he needs some elven hair. Make the request. She considered it for a moment before slicing a few strands from her hair. As you wish, but be cautious, mortal. You have the taint of a goblin about you, and they may never be trusted. This card's token is now yours. The greatest of magical artifacts were forged long ago and have only limited uses before their power is spent. Use them wisely, and they may guide you to victory. Farewell,
your
mortal.
prize.
Bandit attack.
Bandits, eh? Make an enemy of one, and you've made an enemy of all. One can't help but admire their single-mindedness.
Group of bandits suddenly attacks. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. The King of Dust doesn't have a choice. The dealer draws you one monster card. 2. I don't know what the red dots mean on the side of the card. That's a new feature. I didn't see that last time around. There are the enemies. There's our hero. And here we go. First battle of the evening goes our way. No damage taken. Alright, among the bodies you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you. Man, I never get my face right. Plus an offer of a reward from the King of Dust. The dealer draws you one gain card.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Traveling Tinker. Shady Grove Beaten Trail. Tinker sells items. Greetings, West Traveler. I have much to offer you. We are getting super low on food. So we will prioritize food. No sense in looking at anything else, given that we can't afford anything. Alright, to the exit, I presume.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
So horses don't even like us. You found a friendly trader willing to let you ride on his wagon. You have discovered the exit to the area. Take the ride. You embark upon the next leg of your adventure.
What brings you to play the game? Ha! I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent. Now you begin to trespass upon the Ratmen's hunting grounds.
Let's learn about these Ratmen here. We come across them hunting. You stumble upon a Ratmen hunting party. Prepare to defend yourself. The dealer draws you one monster card. 4 Plague. I'm assuming the red sash across the top right of the card means that it's one of his cards that he inserted into the deck. Let's skip ahead there.
And blade rider. The rats leave behind a deadly toxin.
Oh, okay. poison clouds didn't look any good. I'm assuming that's what the plague was, and I'm sure that would take its toll over time. Besides, you search the body, find nothing. If only there were another way to stop this plague of Ratman. Pay someone to take care of it, perhaps? No money there. To the shop. Healed a little bit on the move, which was nice. Shady curve off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant. I don't even really want to know what he has, just because I don't have any gold to buy anything, so we're just going to pass it by. Get moving with the story. You continue on your journey. Dead King's Hall.
Crypt rubbing. I'm not sure the dead fighting back makes this any more dignified.
You see an ancient, ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it should surely be guarded. Draw 2 monster cards. Let's take them by surprise. I think they might have got me. Yep, they got me. And they took some of my gold because of that curse. So I'd rather them spot me than anything. Let's get it going. Oh, didn't see those there. Gotta start looking out for those traps on the map. You loot the room. 3 gain cards. So 1 equipment. What do we get? Helm of Reflection.
A coarse defense, but a valuable one nonetheless.
Food, always good. And a little bit of gold. Dead Man's Gorge.
You begin to see the nature of the questions we will ask. Do we look to the past or to the future? Is your decision predetermined or made in the moment?
While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sound of movement from below. It's an ambush. Draw 1 monster card. Continuing on. You recover what you can from the dead. The dealer draws 3 game cards. Here's
Wealth
ring.
and health. A recipe for a happy life. I doubt things will end that way, mind you.
Whenever the player receives healing, they also gain 1 gold. No benefit if they were already fully healed. And some food. So if I take this step, I should get +1 gold as well.
An
Perfect.
expedition. Press on.
Path forward leads into the forest. We take the path.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine.
Fair enough. Traveling jeweler. In the shady road off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Jewelers specialize in selling artifacts and rings, such and exclusive market demands high prices. Greetings, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. Let's get in there and see what we got. Ring of Survival. After every 3rd combat, the player receives +20 health. Consuming Shame. Weapons attacks are enhanced with a powerful poison that taints the victim's mind and body. Mercenary Contract. Once per combat. Press right bumper to activate an aura that makes every successful strike drop gold. In combat, press right bumper to throw knives. We already have a ring, and I'm not sure how many you can equip. Don't really need the axe anymore. As always, we're going to make sure our food supply is where it needs to be.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Alright. Indecent arrival. Is it a burning tree?
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
You're minding your own business in a local tavern when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the door, grab a young man from the bar, and manhandle him outside. One patron bursts out in protest, but is quickly silenced by the solemn stares of all those around him. Leave them be, Garrett. If it is his time, then it must be done. Follow the masked attackers outside. It doesn't seem like anybody wants us to, but I feel like it's the right thing to do. You follow the masked men outside. Immediately you are confronted by a large crowd, all wearing masks. Ugh. The leader speaks to you. Whoa there, stranger. I really would prefer that no outsiders witness what we're about here. I know this may look like a godforsaken thing we do, but you have no idea of our troubles, so I'll ask you not to involve yourself. I will not ask twice. We have no time for objections. The crowd turns and drags away the young man, their torches burning a mournful light into the distance. Once the light has faded from sight, you follow their path into the forest. You catch up with them, and to your surprise, they are gathered around a yawning portal that whirls with malicious portent. Despite their disguises, it is obvious that none of the hooded figures relish the sight before them. Many are obviously distraught. The captive is carried to the portal atop the shoulders of 6 people, as though they were his coffin bearers, and he's already dead. The young man's struggles are subdued by bonds of rope. Yeah, go ahead and interrupt the ceremony. You burst forth from your hiding place and plead with the assembled crowd not to go through with whatever bizarre ritual they are engaged in, but you gain no support. Their leader eventually speaks above the crowd. This man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, then perhaps he should go himself. I'm immediately seized by the crowd and pushed towards the portal. Try as you might, they are too strong for you and you cannot escape. You stumble and fall into the portal. You fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears a most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with 2 very significant differences. The crowd of masked onlookers are gone, and the sky burns with bright red flames. Out of the sulfur and flames emerge foul hell beasts. 4 foul hell beasts. I guess hell beasts are diamonds. It always gets me once or twice with those unblockables. I really got to keep an eye on that. After you destroy the last hellbeast, the portal stirs back to life. Lifted off my feet and sucked into the vortex before being deposited back into the leafy forest you were ejected from earlier. I get the token, and I get the card.
So
Angry mob.
quick to anger. That's what makes them a mob, really.
As you approach the small town of Witchburn, an angry mob of peasants marches forth and confronts you. The rat men have eaten all our food. We're starving. We demand food. I don't like that they demand it. I think that... But I've got enough to spare. I'll do the kind thing, and maybe it'll make me avoid confrontation as well. You offer to share half your food with the peasants. They gather around to see your offering. Look at all this food, the old man cries. Bless you, boy. You've saved the village. Like a blessing card.
Very
Holy
nice.
touch. Undead that physically strike the player may receive damage themselves.
A treasure chest. What more iconic emblem of success could we imagine?
While exploring a dungeon, you see a treasure chest at the end of the hall. The chest may hold great wealth, but the chamber may be trapped. We gotta go after it. Alright, keep an eye on those left 2 cards. Oh. Oof. ha is silent as you move forward. Approach
There's
the
a
treasure chest
token in it
and
for you if you win.
treasure chest looks battered, but still intact. What treasure might it hold? Let's pry it open. After a muddy heave, the log gives way, and the spoils are yours. Dealer draws 4 game cards. This card's token is now yours. Give me some food. A little bit of gold. A little bit more gold. More gold. More gold. Well, the good news is if I find a vendor, I can buy food. Thank you for the token, good sir. Moving on.
Once the ratmen begin to creep towards the edge of the town, anger follows shortly behind.
It sure does. I'm never gonna get to this town. If I give them all my food, I'm in trouble. Let's try to avoid them this time. Turn about and head away from the crowd. Get him, somebody cries. Run. Success is on the left, failure on my right. 5 pain cards. The angry mob swarms around you. Their desperation for food overcomes their fear of your weapon long enough to get what they want. So did they take my food, or just take the 5 pain cards?
Oh dear.
Ooh. Ooh. As long as they don't take my food, I'm good. Take the health, take the gold, take everything. Just leave me the food.
Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another floor awaits.
Taking the stairs.
Hush. Can you hear the way his claws
man.
scratch the tiles?
Alright, let's go up. Charity.
The wandering mendicant. Will humanity ever move beyond poverty, religion, and charity?
Who knows, man? You encounter a priest wandering along the road. He wants food. Specifically, I can only give one. He looks at the humble offering for a moment and sighs. Every morsel is treasured, of course, but the children will need more sustenance to make it through the winter. Let me see if I have anything in my sack with which to reward your generosity. Ooh.
A choice. Select your desire.
It was an easy shuffle, I appreciate that. Ah, he exclaims, and draws out a tarnished old ring. All the kids polish it up first. In the meantime, take my blessing. The dealer draws 1 gain card. How ironic would it be if it were food?
Many of these blessings are too good for the likes of you.
Any hit on the player during combat has a chance to poison
Here
the
is
attacker.
your token. Well done. This tale begins, and then proceeds relentlessly. With each step, you will discover a new card and a deeper mystery.
I need a chest. That's what I need, or not a chest,
I
devil's
like
choice.
this demon. He lies as
Cloak
often
devil
as he
appears in
tells
your
the
path.
truth.
Make your test your strength, so-called hero. I'll choose the 4-star this time. Set us whom you wish to fight. I think today I shall make you fight the others instead. You tried to pull a fast one on me last time. Pass the cunning test, have some treasure. Perhaps next time he'll kill us himself. 3 food, that'll keep us alive. Sleep in the
Spirits
forest.
roaming the darkness. With the struggles, the boundaries are weaker than they've ever been.
Whilst sleeping in the forest, you are jolted awake by a voice calling your name. You see a vaguely human-shaped ghost rushing towards you. Quick to your feet, weapon already in hand, the ghost stops abruptly, hand signaling that it means no harm. Its voice is weak and distant. You forget me already. Has this place already corrupted you so? Alright. I should not be here. I fear his servants already know where I am. For a brief moment, the ghost's pale eyes feel achingly familiar. Please come home soon. You blink and the ghost is gone. At your feet is a bag of food. The dealer draws one food card. This card's token is now yours. Oof, keep me alive, ghost friend. Appreciate that. So we're gonna go top right and then down.
He awaits. Plague and pestilence and blood and teeth.
Jack of Plague. Faster and stronger than normal ratmen, this beast inspires all vermin around him to strike faster, the more damage he sustains. Here is the beast who hates your kind and is grown fat and evil. With that hatred, the Jack of Plagues will kill you and suck the marrow from your bones.
Win this and claim my token.
Not likely, dude. And I get 2 tokens for the trouble. More than happy to take out Ratman. And his 4 buds.
Queens and kings of the rat kind have lost a child here today. For slaughter, your reward.
See what we earned. For gaining the Elfman's hair, we got the next step in the Goblins King's halls. Venturing into the underworld, we received Alicia in Underworld. Plundering the locked treasure chest we receive. Draw 2, select 1 to keep, and Fool's Gold. For donating food for the orphans, I received buy food card, a Ring of Poverty, and Charity 2. Hopefully we'll have some more food for those kids next time around. For showing the ghost you're merciful, you receive Sleep at the Inn. For defeating my Ratman Jack, you receive these new cards. Zerker Armor, we've got Scorching Zeal. Culling the Ratman. Looks like a guy to me. He must be probably going to order us to kill some Ratman. We got the King of Dust. Devil's Carnival. And we've got the, what's that? Embertown Hero, excuse me. for defeating him, he will give us new challenges. Redman hunting, Radman hunting, and Radman hunting.
Come, play. I do not want to just sit here. Look at the cards you have earned. Now we have enough to begin a real game.
What is going on in the background there with the sword and shield guy? That's pretty cool looking. I really want to continue the video, but it's already run a little bit over, so I'm going to cut this one short here, and we will catch you in the next video.